Today, the topic of our lesson, the first topic, is scientific and technological progress. So, what is science? Who can explain me in simple words what science is? Just in simple words. So, if we speak about science, so we speak about what?
The general rules in which world is going.
Okay, very good, very good. Or just if we see about science, we speak about some knowledge, yeah, some knowledge which we received during our life. But it's in general, it's in a simple words. So, and what is technology?
Maybe it's maybe they are human-made machines that simplify our life.
Of course, you're absolutely right. But in general, yeah, technology, it's the use of scientific knowledge. So we can say that technology and science are connected terms. We use technology, we use our knowledge for some practical purposes. If you see here, we have some definition from the vocabulary. Yeah, science, from Latin, it means knowledge. Is a systematic enterprise that builds and organizes knowledge in the form of testable explanations and predictions about the universe. Kinds of science can be theoretical, practical, mechanical, and logic. If we say about technology, it's from Greek language too, and it means study of something, yeah? Is the making, modification, usage, and knowledge of tools, machines, techniques, as you mentioned, yeah, before. System, method, organization in order to solve a problem, approve a pre-existing solution to a problem, achieve a purpose. Somebody wanted to join us. So we have four types of technology. It's information technology. Yeah, now it's so popular, IT technologies, engineering, telecommunication, and of course, innovative technologies. So when we say about technology, maybe we can imagine some inventions of previous centuries. Yeah, some television, some bulbs, some radio, and so on. But if we say about innovative technologies, what are you thinking about when you think about innovative technologies? Give me some examples of innovative technologies.
AI technologies.
Yes, of course. Maybe it's the most innovative, yeah, now. Okay, for example, I think it's electrical cars, no, computers, yeah, electrical cars. Maybe you have another example.
Autopilot.
Maybe.
Oh, very good. Autopilot, yeah. So nowadays, yeah, in the age of something bad, maybe. Nowadays, in the age of scientific and technological progress, the modern society understands, yeah, how science is important. During the past 3 centuries, science has developed very quickly. Today, with the help of science, we can make a truly fantastic things, like we gave some examples, yeah? So now we can look at the beginning of the universe's creation. So how it began. The oldest science appeared in the beginning, at the beginning of civilization. It was astrology. As we know, yeah, astrology was the first, maybe, science. Yeah, people saw that all things had a recurrence. Then the first calendar appeared. What's the first inventions can you? What examples of ancient inventions can you give me?
The wheel,
Okay, very good. No, maybe the will, but maybe it's not ancient. It may be Middle Ages, I think, which is the epoch of Renaissance, maybe. But I know that the first design of wheels and bicycle was invented by Leonardo da Vinci. He was the first one who made the design of the first bicycle, but then, the inventor, the real inventor of bicycle was another, Kirkpatrick Macmillan, as I remember.
I'm so sorry for breaking you in, but text on the pictures are illegible for us.
And you can see?
We can see that something is written, some letters, but we cannot recognize them.
What I can do with it? Maybe, yeah. I can just zoom it. Now it's better.
Slightly better.
Maybe every picture I will zoom for you, just for reading, for maybe some information. Now it's better, yeah?
Yeah, much better.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you too. So then now we are going to speak about maybe and we continue with ancient civilization. So the development of writing, yeah. The development of writing gave a rise to building up and making sense of knowledge of nature, humanity, and society in ancient civilization. There were the beginning of mathematics, the first subject, subjects were appeared, yeah. Mathematics, logic, geometry, astronomy, and of course medicine. The first ancient scientists were philosophers of ancient Greece and Rome. Okay, can you give me some examples of famous, yeah, of outstanding Greece and Roman philosophers and scientists?
Archimedes.
Okay. Who else? Here we have
Euclid, Pythagoras.
Okay, so also we have 3 examples like Socrates, yeah, Plato, and Seneca. Okay, so I can. And now we continue with the Middle Ages, yeah. At the beginning of the Middle Ages, the development of science and technology stopped because the church influenced people's lives. But the Renaissance gave a rise to science and technology. Honestly said, I can say that Renaissance maybe is my favorite period in just literature, in science, in art, everywhere. Just I read a lot about famous writers, artists of this period. Less than a century more inventions were made than for the previous 1,000 years. So we have such outstanding scientists like Christopher Columbus. What was his achievement? Oh, Christopher Columbus.
He started his in the to the west.
Yeah, okay. He was
and discovered America.
And of course, he's considered the person who discovered America in 1492. But some people think that it's not true. Who was the first discoverer of America? Amerigo Vespucci. Amerigo Vespucci was the first settler who discovered America, but it is considered that Christopher Columbus. Nicolaus Copernicus, what was his achievement? In physics, maybe. I don't remember. honestly said. Just maybe you remember.
He has a very interesting results in math
Yeah,
and in astronomy.
yeah, he was a mathematician. Okay, not physician. Like Andrews Vesalius and Jean Bodin. I don't know these people. Unfortunately, if you know, you can just share your knowledge. So you're not familiar with this. Or with this scientist. Okay, so and let's continue with maybe 17th century, 2 centuries after the epoch of Renaissance. So, since 17th century in Europe, the process of sciences registration and social institute has been beginning. There are first scientific communities and academies published scientific journals have appeared. So in the 19th century, the word scientist appeared only in 19th century. In 19th, 20th century, new forms of science organization began to work. They were scientific laboratories and institutes, the great invention of the newest age are. So we can see Alexander Bell. Who was Alexander Bell? Okay, you can answer because I can't see your hands. You can just, let's have some interaction. German. Okay, you can answer.
Alexander Bell discovered by telephone.
Yeah, the first telephone. Yeah, he is known by this for this invention. Okay, John Bard. I only know about him that he was a very famous. No, I know about him. He was the first person who appeared colorful television. John Bard. Okay, Alexander Popov. No, he's quite famous.
Radio.
Yes, he was inventor of radio, but it was considered in Soviet Union, yeah, that he was just the inventor of radio. But in Europe, the other inventor of radio, Marconi is considered the inventor of radio. And there were a lot of arguments about this. Ivan Pavlov. Yeah, German.
In medicine.
He discovered physical of reflex people by a dog. He discovered by dog.
Yeah, I remember this. There was such notion like a dog, Pavlov's dog. Yeah, Собака Pavlova. Yeah, a dog, Pavlov's dog. Yeah, okay. Lev Landau, our avenue, yeah, is called after. Is called after.
He is astrophysics, and he discovered many, I don't know correctly, but he discovered many physics science about neutrino and some else.
Oh, okay. Yeah, useful information, but I don't know. Albert Einstein.
What effect?
Yeah. Okay, Edwin Hubble. I don't know.
Space telescope.
Oh, thank you.
Space telescope. Yes.
Very good. Thank you. Wilhelm Röntgen.
X-rays.
X-rays, of course, X-rays. Dmitry Mendeleev.
Periodical table of chemical elements.
Okay, very good. And Marie Curie.
Radioactivity.
Yes, radioactivity. And as I remember, she was the first woman who was given the Nobel Prize here. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. But as I remember from my okay, some great inventions, yeah. Also, except of such inventions which we were speaking about, yeah. Also, plane, motor ship, atomic weapon, antibiotics, yeah. Television, rockets, computer, internet, mobile phone, yeah. From the 17th century till nowadays. Maybe you know the inventor of, for example, rockets, computers, no, mobile phone, maybe. If we say about the Apple company, of course, everybody knows. Okay.
This computer, it's Charles Babbage, and after that, American scientist on computer ENIAC in 1943.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you very much. So, technology, and we can compare just technologies in the past and now. Yes, technology and science are two irrelated concepts. Yeah, взаимопов'язані. Yeah, science uses the knowledge to create technology. Technology in turn helped on the itself basis to create new science. Technology surrounds humanity every day. We are used to them and consider them ordinary. Our everyday life includes inventions, the creation of which 100 years ago was considered unrealistic, and if the people of the Middle Ages had seen them, they would have found them as magic. And here you have some examples, yeah, of these great inventions. So in the past, we had such a model of television, and we have now. So here we have the smallest camera in the world. Yeah, it was created in Japan, of course, and the weight of this camera is only 11 grams, and so tiny sizes. You see. The next, pen that remembers everything you write or draw. The design team invented a high-tech pen called Recorder. Unfortunately, I haven't heard about this pen, but I think it's so useful for nowadays students. With the help of this pen, people can not only take notes on paper, but also keep writing and transmit it using Bluetooth to a computer. Special system checks the text for mistake. The next such a great invention is it's special garbage can with Wi-Fi. Yeah, garbage bin with Wi-Fi. Smart garbage can appear in London streets, so not in Japan streets. In London, the can has LCD screens and Wi-Fi. The screens on the garbage cans sites will show economic use, give notice to danger, and with the support of Wi-Fi, devices will be able to provide access to the internet. So now it's in London, it's possible to find internet somewhere in the street. Some robots, but we know now the robot, no invention of robots just is developing quite fast. And of course, it's in China and Japan. So, and now what I want to speak you about. For example, now there are a lot of inventions which are not harmful for our environment. Yeah. So if we see about protection of our environment, what new inventions can you give as an example? No, I mean, what new technologies nowadays can help the nature? Yeah, can help the environment.
Alternative sources of energy, maybe.
Yes, of course. Science has become a productive force, yeah, in society. New information technology and computer technology, achievements in genetic engineering, yeah, and biotechnology promise to once again change the civilization in our way life, yeah. Modern society should think about its future. The achievements of science and technology have created for a lot of people an idea of the human's absolute dominance over nature. Space technology, ground transportation, the progress of science, what makes possible to get new materials which didn't explore before in nature. All that is invention in nature. People have forgotten that they themselves are part of nature, species whose lives connected with nature. That's why science, as never before, should help to save our environment. So now, to protect our nature, for example, an electric car was invented. Electric car was invented. An electric car is an automobile that works by one electric motor or more using, of course, electrical energy. Okay, what else can we use with another sources of energy? Just how can we get energy in another way? Of course, there are some solar panels. A solar panel is a packaged connected assembly of photovoltaic cells. The solar panel can be used as a component of a larger photovoltaic system to generate and supply electricity in the commercial and residential applications. So now maybe when you're traveling somewhere, you can see a lot of solar panels here along some roads, just on the roofs of houses and so on. Okay, and how do you think how this solar panel can help just to get energy from the sun? How it works, you know? No, please help me. No, as you know, just these solar panels are quite expensive. Yeah, if you want to supply only your own house, it's not quite expensive. But if you want to supply energy, maybe one street or just a small country, not country, just village, yeah, it will be quite expensive. So the next, what is very useful for our nature? It's a windmill. Windmill. I can't zoom this picture. A windmill is a machine which converts the energy of wind into rotational energy. Windmills used for generating electricity are commonly known as wind turbines. So again, just when we were traveling, maybe in Europe sometime, yeah, we saw a lot of windmills just along the roads too, but in Ukraine are not so popular, I think. The next is, of course, why I can't just I can't zoom it. Oh. Recycling technologies. Recycling technologies maybe now everywhere in the world. It's one of the popular methods of a method of processing used materials, waste materials into new products to prevent waste of potentially useful materials. So, how do you think? Is it a good idea now to sort the garbage in the somewhere in the streets? Is it a good idea?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, we need to recycle it to avoid pollution of our forests, of our oceans, etc.
Yeah, because for example, a lot of plastic bottles are dumped into the water, into the rivers, and of course it's just a pollution, and can lead it to to just death of many animals and fish and so on. Okay, thinking about the future, we can imagine what inventions are waiting for us in the future. Maybe it will be some flying cars, maybe it will be some supercomputer, I don't know. Of course, to simplify life for people. But maybe it will be some machines what you need to keep in mind, a million different facts, a portable computer which translate native language and universal languages, but I think now it exists. So just in conclusion, we can say that such methods like recycling technologies, like using some electric cars, using of solar panels will protect our planet for the future generations. So, and I want you to have one task. It will be a small, like crossword. You will have 7 questions, and you need to guess what are hidden, hidden just in this crossword. So, is it, you can read it. Is it readable now?
Quite eligible.
Okay. Okay, I will zoom 3 first questions, okay? And then when you will, try to read and guess, and then we will check together your answer and compare your answers with other one. The first 3, then I will zoom the next 3.
May I answer the first question?
Okay, let's.
The other science were math, geometry, astrology, and medicine.
Yeah, but we say it's like a crossword. This word only one. We need to say about only one word. So all the science period in the beginning of civilization was what? No, we told we were speaking about it. You told me the answer. Astrology, yeah, astrology was the first science which appeared. Okay, the second question. Who wants to be the next?
Greece.
Yes, of course. The first ancient scientists were philosophers of 2 ancient countries, Rome and Greece. Number 3. A cultural movement from the 14th to the 17th century began in Italy in the late Middle Ages and later has spread to Europe.
Renaissance.
Renaissance, yeah, Renaissance, of course. Okay. Now 4, 5, 6, and 1 more. Just look through them. So the making, modification, usage, and knowledge of tools, machines, systems, and methods of organization with the use of science for practical purposes. What is it?
Technology.
Technology, of course. Thank you very much. The next, a machine which converts the energy of wind into rotational energy.
A windmill.
Windmill. Yes, very good. Method of processing use materials waste into new product to prevent waste of potentially useful material.
Recycling.
Recycling. Very good. And the last question is, a global system of interconnected computer network to serve billions of users worldwide.
Internet.
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 It's internet. Okay, thank you very much for your discussion, for your attention. So, and now we continue with grammar topic, but today maybe we will have some practice of reported speech and sequence of tenses. So, and first of all, tell me please, what is the main rule of sequence of tenses? So, the main rule of sequence of tenses, or if you want to express some just thoughts or sentences from direct speech into reported speech, we need to use only one rule, just one tense back. So, один час назад, так? Якщо ми хочемо, якщо у нас є пряма мова або так, якщо ми хочемо перевести речення у непряму мову, нам потрібно використовувати правило, є таке, як один час назад. So, this chart is readable or not?
No.
No.
Okay.
Better.
Okay, if we use past simple, you need to use in the second sentence past simple into past perfect. I think it is not past no. Past continuous into simple past. It's only sequence of tenses. If you speak about reported speech, it's a little bit another. Past perfect, it's simple past. Ну, мабуть, ви розглядали минулого часу тільки reported speech, так?
Yeah.
От это sequence of tenses? Ага.
No.
Okay. So, тоді дивіться. What is the sequence of tenses? Тобто, узгодження часів. The sequence of tenses, when translated literally, refers to the specific order in which multiple tenses should appear in a sentence. In simple terms, it means that in a sentence with two clauses, the tense of the subordinate clause, it means the second, subordinate clause, is determined by the tense of the main clause. If, for example, if we read just the term in some dictionaries, like in Oxford Dictionary, sequence of tenses is defined as the rules according to which the tense of subordinate clause depends on the tense of the main clause. For example, I think that you are wrong becomes I thought you were wrong. Yeah. So Так, in the main or principal clause contains a verb in the past tense. The verb in the subordinate clause should also be in the past tense. The rule can be further elaborated based on the form of past tense that appears in the principal clause. So, in general, in subordinate clause, we usually have only past simple. If you will attentive, simple past goes into simple past, past continuous into simple past, past perfect into simple past into past perfect, simple past, past perfect, continuous. Sometimes, no, it depends on just the sentence. So, for example, I just prepared you. No, let's do exercise and together, and I think you will understand what I mean. So I will zoom you maybe 5 first questions. Is it okay now? Or question sentences?
Maybe it would be much better to zoom it to entire screen, to full screen.
Okay. No, I'm not so technological, you see. So I see just now it's better.
Much better.
You had to tell me about it before in the beginning of our lecture because I didn't guess what I need to do. So let's do this exercise together using sequence of tenses. So the first is a construction I wish. How can we translate I wish?
I wish you were here with me today.
Yeah, the construction of I wish. How can we translate just in Ukrainian?
Я хочу.
No.
Я бажаю. Я бажаю.
No.
Якщо б
Ну, якщо переклад...
Мені шкода. I wish it's a construction. It's not just a usual word. Да? I wish you a Merry Christmas. No. So, I wish it's перекладається як мені шкода. It's a pity. It's a pity. It's just a synonym. I wish you were here. And і переклад на українську мову буде мені жаль, мені шкода. Як далі буде?
А що ти не тут зі мною сьогодні?
Так, що ти сьогодні не зі мною. Якщо в англійському реченні у нас стверджувальне речення, то в українській мові ми будемо перекладати на, в общем, негативним реченням. І також само буде, якщо буде I wish, якщо буде негативна форма, то в українській мові буде перекладатися як стверджувальна форма. Окей, the next one. We missed the bus.
Because we left late.
We left late. Yes. So we use past simple too. Number 3.
I'm sorry, maybe we had left late because the action before.
Yeah, but you see the sequence of tenses, past simple we can use also past simple and past perfect. 2 variants are possible in using. You can use past perfect. It doesn't matter. But past simple you can use too. Okay, the next we have just negative sentence. Yes, German. Okay.
Priya claims that she wasn't saw the person well.
No. We can say
Oh, she didn't. She
she
didn't
did
saw
is
my work.
better, didn't better, and the
Mhm.
form of the verb. Form of the verb. What the form of the verb?
I
will be?
see.
Of course.
Mhm. She
Of course.
didn't see the person well.
Yes.
Трохи забув.
Well,
Mhm.
present or past simple, past continuous, yeah, the different auxiliary verbs. Okay.
Щось.
Number 4.
May I?
Yeah.
I wish my brother understood what he was giving up to get what he wanted.
Yes, very good. So here we have it again, just construction, I wish. Okay, number 5. Maybe girls. Okay, German girls don't want to take part in our discussion.
Mhm. They didn't understand why. I don't know. Had behave.
Yeah,
Щас,
it's regular
скажу,
verb. It's regular verb.
Неправильно. Behaved in
Yeah.
such a manner.
Okay, you can use here past perfect or you can use just past simple. Two variants are possible. They didn't understand why Pranab, maybe it's surname, yeah, Pranab behaved or had behaved in such a manner. Okay,
Mhm.
so whoops.
We also can use was behaving if we mention about situation, and
If we want to underline that the action was lasting, yeah, for some
Yeah.
time, of course we can. Okay, 5 more sentences.
maybe he allows to leave only after, or he
All of his tasks, it's a future. It's future.
will allow me.
No, and here we have also just a passive voice. You see? Йому дозволять.
He will be alone.
Allowed. He will
Allowed.
be. Yes,
Thank-
it's regular verb. He will be allowed to leave only after he completes all his tasks. Yeah. Okay, number 7. My parents.
Ну, в цьому реченні теж можна використовувати past simple або past perfect.
Так.
Yes?
Так.
Oh, so my parents acted as if they didn't know anything about the accident, or they
Hadn't known. Yeah.
hasn't known. Yes.
Hadn't.
Yeah.
Hadn't. Past perfect.
Hadn't.
Not
Past
past.
perfect.
Yes. Past perfect.
Hadn't.
Mhm.
Hadn't known.
Yeah, but so there is a slight difference, yeah, between sequence of tenses and reported speech. So in reported speech, you are obliged to use past perfect, but in sequence of tenses, it's better to use past simple. It's better, but the second variant is possible. But when we see about direct and reported speech, you should use, it's better to use past perfect. Okay, number 8.
Unless you express your feelings, nobody will know what you are truly experiencing.
Yeah, unless you express, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's here we have just the first conditional. The first condition, but two clauses. Yeah, main clauses and subordinate. Okay, number 9.
The teacher taught us that the sun had risen in the east.
No, you see, just a very interesting moment.
Rises.
Rises. Why? Why you use just
General truth.
Yes, of course. It's some general knowledge, yeah, and we don't need to use a sequence, the sequence of this rule of one times back when we see about some scientific phenomena or something like this. Yeah, you're right. And number 10, the last one. Yeah, German.
Hemaza believes that it was a great idea.
That it was.
Нет, это идея.
Yes, okay.
Mhm. It is a great believes in present. Believes in present. My mother believes that is
yeah, we have
great.
that it is a great idea. You're right, because here we have present tense. Yes.
Вибачте, а можна запитання? А у цьому не буде mixed conditionals?
Так, my parents acted is as if no. Mixed conditional, you mean that in the first part it will be past simple, and in the second part the third one?
Mhm.
I think no. It just my parents acted as if they nothing about the answer. No, here we don't have just the past action. My parents acted as if they didn't know. It's two actions. Мої батьки так поводили себе так, начебто вони нічого не знають, не знали про цей інцидент. Ні, тут немає кондиціонерів.
Зрозуміло, дякую.
Так, мабуть, на сьогодні ми з вами закінчимо.